Hey YouTube, my name is Jeff, and today I'm going to be taking you through how I built a home fume extractor to be used for welding. So part of how I'm going to do my build, I like to do things that are very mobile and modular. Modular meaning that it can serve more than one purpose. So instead of having something that is very specialized, it can only be used for that one thing, build something to where when you take the pieces apart, it can be used for different things, right? So you're not putting in several $100s for this one specialized thing. You're putting in a few $100, but you can use it for a lot of different stuff. One of the first things I want to do is give you a quick rundown of my space, what I'm working with, and so what I am building this solution for. Alright, so this is my workspace. It's just an unfinished basement. It's a great space. Plenty of room here. And this is Andy, the shop dog. Alright, so first things. As you can see, I do keep the doors open whenever I'm welding, so I do get a good amount of just fresh air in here, good ventilation. But obviously the idea is that you want to have localized ventilation. So here's what I'm working with. What I'll be doing right here to the left of my workbench, I will have a stationary unit that has a pipe coming up, and then local ventilation will come this way. Here along the ground, I'll have duct that runs for about 25 feet, and then I'll have a fan right here at the door that'll be pulling out the fumes to get it out of the space. Alright, so first thing I want to do is take you through all the parts involved for this build, and I'm going to give a brief rundown of the itemized cost of each thing as well, so that you can know what kind of cost you're looking at. Alright, so first thing, it's an 8-inch portable ventilator fan. I got this at Harbor Freight. It was $80, so definitely the most expensive part of this build. But, like I mentioned earlier, liking to build things that have modularity to them, this fan, it's not going to be permanently attached to this fume extractor setup, which means I just have a good fan that I can use for whatever. This one in particular moves a lot of air. On low, it's about 1,300 CFM, cubic feet per minute, and on high, it's about 1,500 CFM. This is an 8-inch PVC flexible duct. It is 25 feet, which gives me just what I need. It's perfect length to go from this workbench here where I'll be welding at to the door that I'll have open for ventilation. This was $38, and I got it at a company called Vevor. I don't know how you say it. But I'll have links to everything in the description of the video as well, so that you can go and find these things too. I will say, at Vevor, they do have the duct with a fan, like this one, that you can buy together. It's a pretty good price. It's like 100 and something bucks for the duct and the fan, so you would actually save a little bit of money over buying this separately. But I will say, the reason I did not do that is because this fan that you would get if you buy these together from Vevor does not have as high of CFM. I want to say it's somewhere in the realm of maybe like a max of 1,000 CFM on high. So I went for this instead because I like having the higher volume of air that I can move with it. The duct is going to run from the fan that's at the door to the bench, and then we get to the assembly that I'll be building for the actual extraction at the bench. First piece, it'll be going into this. It's a 7-inch to 6-inch reducer. Pretty much all these parts from here on out that I'll be talking about, these are all just general either HVAC pieces or ventilation pieces for dryers. Let's see, the 7-inch to 6-inch reducer, that was about $10. Then it's going to go into this. There's another reducer. It's going to go 6-inch to 4-inch. That reducer was about $9. From there, it'll go into a what is this? 4-inch adjustable 90-degree elbow. Right, so you can do it straight, or you can adjust it to make it 90 degrees. I'll have 2 of these, and each of them is $5. And then from there, it'll attach to this 4-inch by 2 feet round duct pipe or vent pipe. So then it'll be going up towards the bench. The 4-inch by 2 feet round duct pipe, about $5. I've got this, it's heavy duty, semi-rigid duct, $15. The fact that it's semi-rigid will mean I can kind of lay it flat on the bench and then move it around as needed, and it'll hold its shape. And the last piece is this guy here. It's a 10-inch by 4-inch register box. It's going to go on the end of the duct pipe, and this way it'll give a little bit more real estate as far as the suction. And then I got 2 of these. One of them is a 4-inch worm gear clamp, which I'm just now realizing I actually might need 2. But either way, got one of those, and then a 6-inch worm gear clamp, which will hold the PVC duct onto the reducer. And those are each about $2. Alright, so that means total cost for this, if you're not including the tape and any kind of scrap wood or hardware that I'll need to build it, you're looking at about $180. So for under $200, you can build a really good fume extractor with really high CFM. Alright, so here we go. It is finished. It took me about, I don't know, hour and a half, something like that. So yeah, so here's the whole thing. This goes down to the box here. You can see the reducers in there. It goes to the PVC duct. And all the way outside to my ventilator fan. So I'll give you a little bit of a rundown as well, just real quick. So just to recap, register box connected to the heavy duty movable duct pipe here. It's semi-rigid. The connection here is just some of that flex tape, but it's super solid. It's not going anywhere. And this goes into my 90-degree elbow. For right now, I'm just attaching this with this worm gear clamp, because I don't know if I want this to be permanently on there, because when I'm storing it away from the workbench, it's kind of awkward because it sticks out real far. So it'd be easy, or easier at least, to store it if I can just take this off real quick, pop this off, and just store it without it having to like hang off awkwardly like this. Alright, so this goes into the 4-inch vent pipe. Again, we're just using some vent tape here. And then this goes into another 90-degree elbow, vent pipe tape, or vent tape on both of those. And then right here, I mean, I just built a pretty rudimentary box. Just jigsawed out hole front and back for the reducers to sit in, so it holds them steady. Under here, just a little corner bracket with some sheet metal screws, and that holds this nice and tight. This box, I just had a basic concept in my head when I started, so this was all just off the cuff, and you can do something the same. I mean, it's not complicated as long as your parts are held rigidly and it's real secure. You know, do whatever you need to do. And then here, just a 6-inch, I believe, yeah, 6-inch worm gear clamp that holds the duct onto the reducer. Holds it very well, and it's easy to get on and off. So I'll probably actually leave this connected, since I will be disconnecting it from the other end, which I'll show you in a minute. So I'll probably leave this connected and then just collapse it in and just keep it on this box, which it collapses down really well. I mean, I think it's like a foot tall and it collapses down, so it's awesome. And so here we go. Yep, so PVC duct. Again, it's a 25-foot length of duct. And that connects here. So this end of this duct, I mean, it's made specifically to connect to an 8-inch ventilator fan. So that's why you have this section here, and you easily just tie it off. So it comes on and off real easy. And one thing I do with this is I stretch this out as much as I can. So, you know, I'll grab this and just pull it until it's nice and taut, because the more taut you can get the PVC fabric, so there's not indentations in it because it's collapsed into itself, it's going to give you better airflow. The more indentations you have like that, if it's collapsed up, all that's going to impede your airflow. And since it is going for a pretty long run, 25 feet, plus the length of everything we have going on here, you want to keep your airflow as clean as possible. Okay, so now for the $1,000,000 question: does it work? I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's great. I mean, it's tons of flow coming that way. Let's see if we can actually tell how well it works. So I just got a little bit of cardboard, and I wet it a little bit, hopefully produce a little more smoke and not fire. Try to get it going real good. Alright, that's smoking pretty good. Alright. Sorry, let me see if I can get the smoke going. There we go, that's a little better. You can definitely see, I mean, it's You can tell from the flame, it's pulling that flame hard. From about a foot away from the hose, doesn't pull that great. If I get within about 10 to 8 inches, you can see that it's pulling really well. Alright, and here's everything disconnected. So, let's say I'm done using it. I can easily untie the PVC duct from the fan. There we go. Now I've got my fan free. I can use it for whatever I want. I did go ahead and add a couple of D-rings. Move, Andy. A couple of D-rings, top and bottom, and a little bungee cord. So that way I can just collapse this thing up and then just pull the bungee cord over top of it, and there you go. It's nice and secured on the box. It's all one cohesive unit. So there we go, vent pipe, and like I said, I did just disconnect this. It'll just make it a lot easier for storage. And I mean, it's to do all of that. I mean, it's less than 5 minutes to get the whole thing disconnected, and there you go. So now I've got a nice little piece there I can easily store away, and the fan stores away as well. Hey, so thanks for watching the build. Hopefully that was helpful in at least giving you an idea for something you could do. I'm super happy with how it came out. It's very portable, modular, it stores away easy, and it sets up and breaks down so that you can get to using it quickly and pack it away when you're done quickly. I mean, a couple minutes and you're ready to go. So thanks again for watching. Hope that was helpful for you.